Yeah.
Third
Now we're
time's
live.
a charm. What do you know? Yeah,
Third
we got this
time's,
countdown.
baby. Three times.
And we can actually hear Dan
How's everybody
now.
doing?
Good, man. Good. How you been?
Yeah, I'm all right. Well, I mean, do we want to play the intro? Then I'll get into this.
Yeah, let's
How
play
we
the
doing
intro. Let's do the intro.
Feels like the first time.
Trekcast.
The galaxy's most unpredictable Star Trek podcast.
And we're back. We're live.
So first, let me say I don't normally do. I went back and watched our show. Well, let me say I watched a portion of our show, and it was so cringe audio problem. So, I want to apologize to everyone. It was bad. So hopefully, I mean, it feels like we got it worked out. I think this morning, but I also want to mention one of our dedicated listeners who took it upon himself to this issue. I got a package. In them expecting it. It was an Amazon package, and I'll read you the note. It says, "A gift for you. Please use written Federation standard when fails. Hope this helps. From Captain Bowders, Scott A."
Oh no, he paused in the middle of it. Oh no.
I can't believe this. I can't
It's either
believe
that
this.
or it's like the most perfect comedic timing.
Oh, I hope I don't think that's what it is. He's totally
No, we
gone.
just lost
Oh,
him.
he might. I bet you he hit
Hold
a
on,
button
he's back.
while he
He's
was.
back. He's back.
Yeah.
There he is.
I hit nothing, but when did I cut out? Oh, damn it.
Literally, as you were saying, like everything's better now, but I got this package in the mail, and then like the
And then
most
you just
perfect timing.
It was great. It was great.
He's actually really funny.
It is
really,
pretty
really
good,
funny.
man. I
No,
was hoping
great.
it was a stunt there for a second, but it wasn't.
No, it wasn't. I thought we had this worked out. Well, then it makes my package. So I got this note. Did you hear me read the note, or do I have to read it again?
No, read the note.
Read the note.
All right. It says, "Please use written Federation standard when audio communication fails. Hope Captain Bowders, Scott A, Starfleet Engineering Corps Communications Division." What did Captain Bowders send me? He sent me a dry erase board so that when we could jot something down and hold it up for you to see. So, I mean, I have it here. Let's see.
Nice.
This morning.
That's fantastic.
So when comms are offline, I will just hold this up and for whatever to reset.
That is amazing. I love how you filled the whole thing out already. I love it. That's so good.
You must have worked really hard on that.
12 minutes,
Yeah.
That's about what I have in me. 12 minutes of hard, and I get discouraged to move on to something else.
Yeah.
Nice.
But anyway,
nice.
I'll post it up in the group for everyone to see and thank him for that. But thank you, Scott. And if ever you're wondering what a box of Devil Dogs will buy you, one dry erase board.
Apparently so. Well,
that's amazing.
Before we get to the news, we have to get to an exciting bit. We actually have a sponsor here on Trekcast. So, yeah, we are being sponsored by Toynk. It is a really cool website. That's TOYNK.
Mm-hmm.
They have all sorts of great goodies like this Star Trek Next Generation shuttlecraft, just 2-man person camping tent. It's really cool.
So 3 of us going to fit in that.
Well, fortunately, I'm very short, so
all right, we can make it work.
In.
Yeah, it'll be very tight fit, but we'll make it work.
Yes, we make it work.
Yeah,
just exactly. No kidding. Yeah. Don't eat any devil dogs before we get into it. Maybe then we'll fit. So.
Also, some great benefits of toy. They've got all sorts of cool stuff. Definitely where fandom lives. They've got right now. They've got a special deal going where you can buy 3 either drinkware, kitchenware, puzzles, pins, and you'll get the 4th one free. They also have a deal where if you spend more than $50 on a purchase, you also get a free pin and free shipping within the continuous U.S. So definitely a great website.
Nice.
Really wanted to highlight them. They've got all sorts of cool stuff. I know Dan's like you're really into Ghostbusters. They've got Ghostbuster stuff on here. They've got Star Wars, Batman, anything you can think of. It's, as they say, where fandom lives. So check them out. toywithanNK.com.
Yep. Great people to work with. The sponsorship thing is going to help us out a ton. It helps us out even more if you go and visit this website, peruse around, and or buy something. I don't think we got a special code to put in for Trekcast or anything like that. There's no special links or anything that they gave us. No. Not yet, but I know that's something like that'll probably come. We do have some of their items coming to us for review, so we'll be doing those as well. So I don't know when we'll get those, Daniel, but I know that that's coming.
Yeah, that's coming. Look, they got the Golden Girls, yo.
Oh yeah, Minecraft too. I'll have to go look at that. Nice.
Let's see what do we got for.
Oh my
look
gosh!
At that.
Look at
throw
this.
Pillows.
Look at those potted plant heads.
Thank you.
That's hysterical. Thank you for being afraid. Is that how that song goes?
Yeah, you can have all the Golden Girls just sitting on your shelf.
Oh boy,
the heads of the Golden Girls.
Oh my
all right, check them out. When you use them, it really helps us out, guys.
It does. It does.
So.
Cool.
So think about them for your Christmas shopping coming up, holiday shopping coming up, birthdays, everything else. We got a lot coming up in the next few months for holidays. It's that time of season. Fall is here, kind of thing. You know, good vibes.
Absolutely.
Pumpkin spice.
Pumpkin spice. Yes. Yes. Everywhere.
Well,
sprinkled.
Should we get to the news?
Yeah, let's get to the news.
Yeah, let's get to the news.
Star Trek news.
Do you see what Cujo said in the chat? New look. Same
What's that?
Taste. Now with sponsors.
Yes.
What is it?
Exactly.
What is it?
He said, Trekcast, new look, same great bullshit taste, now with sponsors.
It is sponsored. Our bullshit is brought to you by doink.com.
You needed to finish that with that verbiage and say doink.com, where fandom comes together, or whatever that.
Where fandom lives.
Where fandom lives.
Where fandom lives, yeah.
Trekcast.
Yes. All right. Well, our first news story is a very sad news story. It comes to us from the AP, and unfortunately, my child, Kai Wynn, has died. Louise Fletcher has passed away. She won an Oscar for Cuckoo's Nest, or One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, and she passed away a few days ago on the 23rd. She was 88 years old. People say that she died in her sleep, surrounded by family. No cause of death was given yet, but yeah, it's sad. You know, she was 88, lived a good life, but yeah.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I've ever heard somebody say Kai Wynn is my favorite character. No one's ever said that. No. In fact, the character is pretty much universal throughout the fandom. And I think that just says what a great,
what a great actress she is, that she's universally hated.
Yeah.
That's what you're trying to say. A few words clipped there.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was saying that the character she's most known for is universally hated, and that goes to show what a good actress she was.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's a great villain.
She could bring. Yeah. So I was disappointed to hear that.
Yep.
Yeah, me too.
Out of all the villains in all of Trek, right? You rank them top 3. I don't care who you are. Kai Wynn's got to be in that top 3. Out of all the villains in Star Trek, she's got to be in the top 3.
Yep.
Yeah, and up until Picard ruined the Borg, I would say the Borg was probably. Now I don't care. Now I really don't care.
There you go.
I mean, do you? I mean, Joffrey of Czech. Yeah.
Yes, she was the Joffrey of Trek.
Joffrey, oh my lord.
And our next news story comes to us from TrekMovie.com, and they had an interview with the showrunner from Strange New Worlds talking about season 2. He says it's going to be bigger, crazier, and stranger. This is also the season where we're going to get the crossover episode with Lower Decks, so definitely stranger. Henry Alonso Myers did talk about what we can expect.
Doctor Stranger?
He did say that,
Doctor Stranger? Crossover.
Yes, Doctor Stranger.
Yeah.
Everything will be all sorts of wongers.
Wongers.
Yeah, did you not see She-Hulk? They called Wong Wongers.
Oh my god. No, I haven't seen She-Hulk. That's hilarious.
Yeah, they call them Wongers. It's great.
Holy cow. Oh my lord.
I don't think they call him Wongers. I think wasn't just
Madison
that one
with the Y.
Madison with a Y, but it's not where you think.
Is that why she's so popular?
Oh my god, Dan
she's
doing
just
that
totally
impression
nuts?
is amazing.
I hear that she's like the best character on that show, but I don't know.
She is. She's fantastic.
She's not the best character.
She's pretty fun. So,
let me ask you this. Dan. Let me ask you this, Dan.
Yeah.
Because Daniel's saying that she is the best character, and Dan, you're saying she's not, but you've watched the show. So the question is, would you kick her out of the bed for eating crackers?
What?
How is that the question?
Yeah, how is?
Never mind. Keep going, Daniel.
Okay. He's like, save me from this.
No, I know exactly what I mean. You two apparently don't, so whatever.
No, I know what you mean. It's just what? Fictional character, Chad. Anyways, so he did say that we're going to see a lot of what worked in season 1 will return in season 2, but it is going to get a little more fun and interesting. They are going to go for bigger comedy, they say, but also they're going to try to have some more drama. So basically a lot of more of the same and all the stuff that we enjoyed. We're also going to get Kane coming in as the engineer, the head or chief engineer. So that'll be interesting.
That would be a ride all by itself, probably.
Some more Gorn. We don't know for sure, but yeah.
I hope so. I want to see some more Gorn. Adult Gorn, not the kids anymore.
Right.
Pornography.
Gornography, yes.
Pornography.
Chad wants his Gorno.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. And then our last news story, well, it's not necessarily a news story as much as a revelation. We have a clip to share. So let me share this clip. It comes to us from the Masked Singer. So let's play this clip.
Oh, my gosh.
Who is it?
There we go. Who is it? Boom!
The one and only legendary actor, author, Emmy
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, look how excited they are.
William Shatner!
Yeah. So,
I like
William Shatner,
how
the
they-
Masked Singer.
I like how they show a picture of him from 1965. Just think who that was.
Yeah. Remember this guy, please. Remember him. Yeah.
So he got kicked
So
off.
I didn't watch the show. Did anybody? I mean, did he sing or did he do the spoken word? Did he do Rocket Man? That's what I want to know.
I have no idea, dude. I just found the clip, and
with the cigarette and the tux.
Yeah.
You know?
Just talking slow.
Yeah. Probably.
Cigar in his hand.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's it for the news.
That's hilarious.
Cool.
Yeah. So, should we move on to the main topic?
Sure. Move on to the main topic. You're running the board, man.
Will now commence.
And we are already having some fun here this morning on Trekcast. We talked about everything from crackers in the bed to Toink, our new sponsor, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh
And
boy.
of course, talking about Lower Decks, episode 305, because it is season 3. It's season 3. Episode 5, Reflection.
Which is crazy about it.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think that there's 3 seasons of this show. It seems like they were announcing they're going to do an animated comedy version of Star Trek, and everybody was like, whatever going to work.
What? Why do we want that? Oh my gosh, these guys don't know what they're doing. That's my impression of Mariner. Anyway, so Mariner and Boimler work the Starfleet recruitment booth at an alien job fair. Rutherford challenges himself, and this episode was written by Mike Mahanahan himself and directed by Michael Mullen. So I love this episode. This was so much fun. It
was pretty fun.
I was trying to not lose my shit as I was watching it at like 11:30 last night on the iPad, and my wife was asleep next to me. So that's Chaz Biz. You wanted to know what kinds of things do I do in my bed? Right there, I watch Lower Decks.
Yeah, I don't remember that question being asked.
He did over there. He did at 10:13.
Okay.
In the chat, he asked it. I just.
I think somebody just became an exhibitionist.
No, that's not. Lord. It was a good episode. I really had a lot of fun with this. I like how Mariner's going all nuts about having to go to the recruitment booth and being so upset, and then what's his name comes around, first officer. Dang it. He was just there on the screen.
Yeah, the guy.
You know, the guy.
The guy comes around and says he's going to put her to Starbase 80, and like nobody wants to go to Starbase 80. So she wisens up real quick. Then all of a sudden she's a total shill in the Starfleet booth. It's hysterical. It's just so much fun watching her squirm like that. It really is. The best part of that, though, is when everybody's constantly getting on them, they find out they can't leave the booth. and then Boimler loses his shit. He just totally goes nuts. And Ransom loves that. He ends up liking that.
Oh, he loves it.
So that's the fun part of this episode. There's a lot of little funny things that kind of get thrown in there during this time when they're on the planet doing the stuff in the booth. But there's a serious dark undertone to this episode as well with Rutherford. Let's dig into that a little bit if you guys want to. So Rutherford's implant was not voluntary.
No.
It's a cover-up of some kind. And I like how they changed the blue color to the red color for when his old persona. Not really an evil persona. That's how he was when he was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was an angrier guy.
Yeah. He's an angrier guy, yo.
It was like Nick Locarno and Tom Paris.
All together with some attitude. Yeah. He had some real attitude, that's for sure. Anyway, what do you guys think about this conspiracy, though, of what he was doing or what he was involved in? What do you think he was involved in besides the actual racing?
It's got to be some Section 31 stuff. That's where and this hat he's wearing in this clip right now looks like the one that Rick Moranis when they were scanning his brain.
Yeah.
Who when they were scanning his brain?
That scene? Rick Moranis.
Oh, in Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters. Yeah. Would you like some coffee, Mr. Tully? Would I? Yes, have some. Yeah, you know that scene. Come on, classic.
Yes, have some.
Classic Ghostbusters. Yes, have some. Anyway,
I feel like no matter what,
at
any given time in this show, we can relate something back to the original Ghostbusters movie.
Probably.
Cats and dogs living together, man.
So
mass hysteria.
If you look at young Rutherford there, he's wearing but underneath his jacket that appears to be a Starfleet Academy. You see it's got the colored, it's got the like the Voyager style top chest and the pants. That's not black. That's gray. And it has the cargo pants. It's on the pants. So that's the academy style of uniform that Nog. So if we're trying to put a date era, like put a that's got to be around that same time that Nog was there.
Yeah.
Timeline confuses me, so I don't know what's what, but
They can fiddle with it a little bit here and there, so it's fine.
Well, they're dressing things a little bit at a time. Even in this episode, I think somebody changing all the time, and it seems that this is what's and
this is what's what
other ships. This is the unit what the California class crews wear. That different crews wear different uniforms. Well, at least there's some sort of explanation for it.
Yeah. I like this guy loves the uniforms. Yeah, I got this little thing here, and this Velcro's over, and
would she toss Frank Pip, and he just loses his shit?
That's when that was the final straw. That was the final straw. But what's funny is that's what actually gets everybody to want to be recruited, is to watch him have the confidence to go ape shit on everybody.
What's
this was fantastic. Making the Delta Flyer was fantastic.
Oh, the Delta Flyer versus the Starfleet X-Wing?
Yeah.
Right. An X-
Pretty much.
Yeah. That was pretty great too.
Yeah.
And then the return of these uniforms.
Oh yeah, those uniforms were awesome.
Yeah, yep.
That was like uniforms.
The Voyager racing uniforms. That was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's the point of the little crosshatch here with the little tower back and forth zipper like thing? What's the point of that?
The what?
On their uniforms right here. Yeah, it's pod racing, Bronson. You're right.
Yeah.
Star Wars pod racing. See this little zipper back and forth where it looks like a little tower castle things in the middle of their chest?
They look like Lego pieces.
Yeah, like that. Like, what's the point of that? Is that
see what you're talking about? But
look at Boimler. Look where his badge is, and look just to the left of it.
He's got like 3 of them down his chest.
Yeah, 3 of them.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I didn't see that.
What is I noticed that in the episode, and I'm like, what is that? I don't remember that in the original racing uniforms. Maybe they were there. I don't know. But is this just like that's how they Velcro together right there? I don't.
Maybe.
See, I always thought it was like the Velcro pieces covering the zipper.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah, maybe.
Like it's like a little flap extra to cover that zipper.
Maybe.
I mean, that's my headcanon. I don't know if that's real, but
pointed that because these guys are figments of his imagination. So in his imagination, Mariner's sleeves aren't rolled up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's hilarious. Yeah. Or in his imagination, like Tindy's wearing something a little sexier. You know what I mean? Like her midriff is showing or something.
I guess it makes, now that I think about it, I guess it makes sense that her sleeves are rolled. Also, she didn't have her personality per se. She had her personality mixed with Rutherford's because she was like, didn't she throw out an okie dokie or something?
Yeah, she did.
It's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
It's his interpretation of their personalities.
Yeah.
So
that's pretty funny.
So
I love it though.
I thought it was funny when discussing the Borg at the recruitment booth, and how many people were or are assimilated by the Borg, and it just having spent some time in a military recruiting, people who are like, how likely would it be a war? So it's concern. It's what real people would inquire about in that situation. How likely assimilated?
Right.
Because I really, if I could avoid assimilation, that would be ideal.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
At any given moment, isn't he? I love this scene too with the Trill when it's Rutherford's old personality. Those spots go all the way down. We've been on 4 dates. What do you mean?
I like when he's like, if you weren't so boring, I'd remember.
Exactly. What an ass. What an ass.
Which I may have said that before to a girl. Just saying.
Oh, Daniel. Oh man, I will admit I've said some really bad stuff to women
Gentlemen.
in the past, but geez, I don't know about that.
I'm a gentleman. I don't know how I got stuck with you.
Maybe
So
we're
this
just
female
figments of your
archaeologist.
imagination.
That's it. My whole system is offline right now. I'm just imagining
no.
this whole show.
He's a
So this
gentleman and a
female
scholar, ladies
archaeologist, you think we're going to see this archaeologist again? The one where she saved her contact?
So,
I hope so. Yeah, that was funny. Save contact, delete contact.
So because I suffer for the people, there was a Will Wheaton show this week. Finally,
I was
the
just
first
talking
one
about Will Wheaton.
Yeah, and I know the answer to this. The answer to this is maybe. Yeah.
Would like to see her back. She was interesting.
Yeah. They interviewed Tawny Newsome, and she did mention the fact that like they left it open that they could bring her back. Like they wouldn't have done that if they don't have ideas.
Yeah, and maybe not necessarily in this season, but at some point.
Right.
I'm still surprised we're 5 episodes in, which is what, halfway? There's 10 episodes this season, right?
Halfway.
Still 10. So we're halfway, and we still haven't really seen Jennifer other than the one visions of her.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Yeah.
But I mean, that's okay. It's funny.
It's
fine. Of all the things that I was like looking forward to this season, I was interested in what they were going to do with Mariner and Jennifer. I don't know
me
why.
too, actually.
I don't know why.
Your mind again. It's your dirty mind. That's why. You're just sitting there with a sleeve of Mariner and Jennifer.
We all know what we want. This is the anime.
No, don't lump us all into that, Chad.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
That's just a Chad thing.
I don't know about that.
It's a Chad thing. Oh boy.
So I do have some clips from the Will Wheaton show if we want to go into it.
Cool.
Sure.
Yeah, so let me get into that. So Tawny Newsome did talk a little bit about the upcoming Lower Decks and Strange New Worlds crossover, and we got some interesting little tidbits. So let me get to that.
And the hair and makeup was like so. Scotia and the makeup department did the perfect winged liner to make it look just like Mariner.
Yeah.
I got to wear my real hair. I had a piece attached to it to make it bigger, but those are my curls, and I just felt like, oh, this is so seamless. Like I'm her, she's me. This is not as hard as I thought. But the one thing I was like a little nervous about was the speed that we talk at and that I speak at in my normal life.
Yeah.
And yeah, just like the vibe of Lower Decks is so fast. So there were a lot of moments where I was like really surprised at how seamlessly our vibes did fit together. And I think that's such a testament to Frakes. I think that's just such a testament to that cast and those showrunners, and like how sturdy their show is, that it could handle a weird little hurricane coming into it, because that's what Jack and I sort of were, a little
cyclone coming into it. Yeah, I hope she speaks as fast and everybody tells her to slow down.
Right.
Her sleeves better be rolled up. That's all I'm saying. Better be rolled.
Tell you what.
So I cut that out from the clip, but she did say that the sleeves are rolled up for the crossover.
Nice.
And they're not like physically rolled up. They're just, there's like a chunk of material to look rolled up. So, yeah.
Cool. Good enough.
Nice.
So we're getting that. She also did talk about what it's like working with Riker as your director, which it sounds like Riker is directing the crossover.
Yeah.
So
that's what I picked up just then.
Yeah, let's hear what she said it's like working for him.
And all that Frakes energy is right there.
It's amazing. I have 3 words, and it's action, action, action. No, he calls it action. Like normal directors are like, and action. He goes, action, 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 action. And it just makes you go like, oh, yes, time to go. There's also just such an amazing feeling of being like, oh, I'm good. I'm literally in the hands of like the best dude to be doing this. And he'll tell me if something doesn't look enough like Star Trek because he has all the Star Trek in his brain.
All that Frakes energy is right.
Yeah.
All that Frakes energy.
He's got all the
He's yelling,
Star
action, action, action.
Trek in his brain.
More Frosted Flakes. Let's go. Yeah, really. I mean, he could direct everything for Trek from here on out, and it would be. Amazing.
He should.
He really, yeah. I mean, he can't. He probably physically can't. Well, he physically could, I bet. But I mean, there's other people that want to get involved. But
he could be their Kevin Feige.
You could even tell with the episodes of Discovery. Exactly, he really could. If you want to look at it from that standpoint, that's what he should be doing: is directing the overall approach of this whole damn thing, as opposed to dipshit. Anyway, I'm sorry, I wasn't supposed to cuss because of YouTube.
How do you really feel?
Yeah, I'll tell you. I'll be honest. I mean, this is how I really feel right here. You know.
Yeah.
Your opinions mean nothing.
I can't read that, but that's okay.
Yeah, it says, "I'm sorry, but your opinions mean very little to me." It's Rick. Anyway, that
is the most Chad mug I think I've ever heard. That is 100% a Chad mug.
But no, you can even tell on the episodes of Discovery when Frakes directs it that it feels better. Like somehow, some way, Discovery feels better because it was directed by Frakes. So
it's that Riker secret sauce.
It is. Yeah. So we got a question on our chat over here from Montani Semper Libra. I don't know, whatever. Since Lower Decks is crossing into Strange New Worlds, does that mean that Lower Decks is two-way canon now, canon in and canon out? That's a great question.
That is a great question.
I think we'd have to wait and see the mechanism by which they make this happen.
Yeah.
If it's for lack of a better term, if it's a holodeck episode, then none of it matters.
That's true.
I think it's one of those things where what the Lower Decks on Strange New Worlds will be canon. Show, maybe not. Again, we have to see the mechanism a lot, and I'll give you an example. A lot of people are giving a lot of shit to. I'm sorry, a lot of guff, poo-poo, doo-doo to Thunder. They don't like the movie. They don't like the way the story was told. It's too goofy. This doesn't match up with the previous established. And what a lot of people are forgetting is that is what's the character who's voiced by Watiti? The heck is his name? With the South African accent. Daniel, help me out.
Oh.
Yeah,
Thor: Love and Thunder. Is that? I don't know which movie you're talking about.
Taika Waititi.
Yeah.
Taika Waititi. But the character that the guy
Korg.
that's made of rocks that he Korg. Thank you. Korg or Korg? I don't know.
Warning! Nerd alert!
That was definitely needed.
You muted our mic while that was going.
The software does that automatically. I don't have a choice.
Yeah. The movie is narrated by Korg. So it's Korg's retelling of these events. So you can't take them at face value. That's not exactly how it happened. That's how he remembers it. That's how it was told to him, how he remembers it, how he's embellishing the story. And if you look at it that way, then none of that stuff matters. It's just a fun movie, baby whining about it. So we will have to see across these characters over. If it's somebody telling a story about when these characters met, then it matters.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. I wish Strange New Worlds was coming out this fall, this Christmas time, winter, instead of having to wait all the way until next spring, at the end of spring, like May or whenever it is. Is it?
Yeah, we have no idea.
We don't know yet, do we? Yeah, damn it.
Yeah. I'm sure after Picard.
We have to suffer through Picard. At least we're not having to suffer through Disco and Picard to get Strange New Worlds again. So
we might. Who knows?
You know, it would be amazing.
They're clearly working to a Discovery.
Yeah.
What would be amazing is a Lower Deck finale with a 90s Star Trek style cliffhanger action that leads into this episode of Strange New Worlds that's coming out. Be a lot of fun. Fingers
that would be cool.
crossed.
That would be fun. That would be a lot of fun.
That would be very cool.
Yeah.
That would. But we'll see.
Yeah, that would be really neat. We'll tell you what. Why don't we take a quick ad break and then we'll come back and we'll do feedback. It's that quick? Quick of an ad break.
That quick, yep.
All right. So, listener feedback?
Yeah, let's get into the feedback. We don't have open. Dan just.
That's right.
Cut me off while we're talking.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay. So on the feedback over on the coffee account, we've got 2 donations in the last day or so. Commander Felton, actually, in the last 30 minutes. He says, "Morning, guys." So appreciate it.
Morning.
Commander Felton. And then Mike Bedita bought us some coffee as well about 23 hours ago. So thank you very much, Mike. Those are our last 2 latest coffee account donations. We don't have anything over on the voicemail side. That's been low lately. So we need to get some people calling us in.
Voicemails.
Yeah. So the number is 816-287-0448. The number is again 816-287-0448. As Dan is always saying, operators are not standing by. We will not answer the call. You'll get a voicemail from me, and we'll play it here on the show. So with that said, yeah, Daniel has the X up. If you want to give your feedback live on the show, if you're listening to us, we can bring you into the studio here with us. We're using Restream for this, and we can bring you in just as the 3 of us are sitting here talking. You can sit here and talk too. Video is not necessary, but as the words are scrolling at the bottom, please make sure you turn down the audio on your audio stream so we don't get any echo.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Daniel.
I do have some feedback on the Instagram. I put up that we were going to be talking about Lower Decks, and somebody said Nails Astrophonic says Boimler finally got to spend the night in the brig, and we found out more about Rutherford and the Delta Flyer. What? Super excited.
Yeah.
Someone else, Robin Trek, said, "This is my favorite episode of the season thus far." And it's Riles says, "A lovely little love letter to Voyager. Tom Paris would be so proud."
Yeah.
My favorite comment though was from Linus Punk 81, who said, "My favorite of the season so fat." Then he put under that, "I mean far." So,
it was pretty fat.
It was
a pretty fat episode.
But it wasn't fat, which is really good in Chicago, by the way. Yeah. With a PH, not an F.
Right. Right.
Chad, you
looks
traveled
like Chazbiz
last week.
I did travel last week. We got something to talk about
talk
there.
to us about this.
You want to talk about that now, or you want to wait for
Let's
someone
talk
to get
about
in?
it now real quick, and then we'll
All
get to Chazbiz. He's waiting.
So yeah, I travel all the time, as we all know, and I talk about. But last week I was in Vegas for the entire week for work. I wasn't there for play. I did get to walk the Vegas Strip one night for about 2.5 hours, 4.1 miles worth of walking. Oh my God! So anyway, but while I was there, I got to spend an evening with David Ivey himself. We met up at his favorite little pub that he likes to go to, Village Pub and Poker, I think is what the name is. It's on the south side of Vegas, right next to the airport. So not that far from the Strip, not that far from where he lives, apparently. So, but yeah, we were there at the pub for. He's doing good. He's doing really good. Alicia was out of town. She was out of town on work in Jersey, I guess. So otherwise, she would have joined us as well. Maybe for a few minutes anyway. I don't know if she would sit at the bar for 4 hours like the two of us did. But it was great. It really was a podcast. It really if we should have recorded it. I mean, it was just. It was 4 hours of talking about anything and everything related to Trek, and sometimes not so related to Trek, but somehow related back to Trek, and about the show and everything else, and about the three of us. And he doesn't really watch this show at all, and he doesn't watch any of the new Trek either. And I tried to explain to him how Strange New Worlds is one he really should watch, and so we talked a little bit about that. Some of our time was talking about that one. That's one he should really watch. I think he'd enjoy it. So he said he would. We'll see if we get any feedback from him on Strange New Worlds. But
all right, cool.
But it was great. We talked about everything. I mean, we really did. And I wish we would have recorded at least some of it. It was fantastic. It was a good time. David's a great guy. It was great catching up with him.
I think on this, I'm going to start referring to Las Vegas as the birthplace of Trekcast.
It is, yeah.
There you go.
Very much so. Very much so.
We
even talked about that history a little bit too. We talked about how that got started and how they would go over to the Star Trek experience, and sometimes the three of them, Alicia and Darren, would get in the car and go to LA or over to Hollywood to meet people and talk to people and all those things in the heyday of when the show was getting going, and how there was no other podcasts really good. And his only real regret with the whole thing when they started it was not getting on YouTube faster, harder, sooner, and staying on it.
Right.
He's happy to see that we're doing that, but
good.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of podcasts, maybe I should talk about this real quick.
Yeah.
As the guys know, I'm starting another podcast. I'm cheating on Trekcast. I'll pull it up right here.
Yeah.
I know you are. I know. It's called Movie Leftovers. If you look for it on your RSS feeds, we already have a sneak peek of it up right now. But we will be releasing full episodes, starting this week. We're going to release a preview episode in the Trekcast feed, so you will be getting that later this week. And then there will be other full episodes ready to go in conjunction with that on the main Movie Leftovers feed. So we've reviewed some movies. Me and my buddy Angel. I've known this guy forever, since I was, I don't know, little kid. But we're really close friends, and we're going to just talk about movies. But what's different about this, it's not just your traditional movie review podcast. Not only do we review the film, but then we decide what our pitch would be if we got the franchise, what we would do next with the franchise. So so far we've done movies like Donnie Brasco, Men in Black, Planet of the Vampire Women. This next episode that we are recording on Thursday, we are going to be reviewing and deciding what to do with the Mighty Ducks, the original. So, yeah.
Okay.
So I know you guys have both expressed interest in wanting to be on the show, and we'd be happy to have you.
Yeah, I might slum it one night. And
there you go. Hang out with your side piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will let Dan go over there and do that. Yeah, I'll let Dan go over there and do that. That'll be fun to listen to the two of you guys with Angel. Angel was the guy we did the Paddington thing with, which was hysterical, by the way. If you don't recall that, that was pretty cool. So sounds like a nice guy. Had a good time doing that. I think you guys will do fantastic with it. I'm looking forward to listening to it. I've got enough of my other stuff going on with travel and everything. I don't know if I can. Yeah. I'd love to come on. Obviously, it'd be fun, but I'll leave it to you two for now.
It's definitely different than Trekcast. It's a different side, and we've got a.
That was Daniel's way of right there saying we're not having you on, Chad. It's a different side. We do things differently.
No.
You shouldn't be on there.
You're welcome to come on. You're absolutely welcome to come on.
I'm just giving you shit.
But so we got Chazbaz waiting on the line. Let me bring him on.
Yeah, bring him in. Oh, look, double creams.
Hold on.
Oh,
he's got to go rescue a dog.
How are you?
Oh, someone
I'll
delivering something. He said, "Hi, how are you?" Someone walked up to his car.
Oh, okay. I didn't catch that. Jazzbiz, can you hear us?
Is my
Now he was
Turn on
talking.
your mic, buddy.
better today?
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
There we go. Yeah, I got the devil creams out. It was funny because when I went to Florida, like I never seen the little devil creams, but when I went there last week, they had them.
Ah.
So I got my wife to buy them, and she was like, "No, I don't think so." Find out, you know.
But you have to for the it's for science, right? It's for science. You have to know.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I'm gonna try the original first, and then I want to compare with this. So that's
Comparing
the whole thing.
devil dogs and devil creams. I got you.
Yeah, because I've never tried a devil dog. So.
The devil creams in his little graphic, he had those instead of devil dogs.
Devil creams are what?
They
Little
look like
Debbie
devil
or something?
dogs.
Yeah, Little Debbie.
Yeah.
They're a little, man. She's cornering the market right now. So.
Little Debbie's got the lobes for business.
There you go.
She does.
Yeah, she's trying to serve business. I love it.
So did you enjoy this week's episode of Lower Decks?
Yeah, actually, I haven't been on here, last week I haven't been on here, 3 weeks. So last 3 episodes I've actually enjoyed a lot. So
good.
You know, I like the whole Rutherford storyline. I just wonder if he knew too much and somebody shot him in the head. You know, something happened. So
wow, that got dark.
Someone shot him in the head.
He's got this head implant.
It was a mob hit.
Up. Yeah,
well, I mean, they showed the damage
happened.
to the side of his head when his engine blew up, but that doesn't mean
that looked
someone
nasty.
didn't do it on purpose. Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody might have done
It's the right
something to him, so who knows?
It was not okie dokie when he got hit.
Okie dokie.
No. Okie dokie. Yeah.
No, so if he's doing these races though in the neutral zone and the Romulans are involved, I bet you there's some kind of transfer of information or data, and maybe that's how he was getting some of his components because he was doing some things during the race, and maybe there's something of that involved. I don't know. That was my only thought with it.
that could be right because the Romulans.
You know what was funny is when they were having that mine race that the Romulans showed up. Why would you imagine that?
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe because it happened to him at one point, and it's just part of his subconscious, right? So
that's
a good point. That's a good point, though. Why did they show up? That's interesting.
Boimler going off on everybody. What species did he tell them that they're or whatever? Like he went up to him and he was yelling at him and was like, "I see,"
I think of all the ones he went through. He went through so many so fast.
Yeah, and he went to one species and like, who are they? And he was like, so. I thought that was great.
He went through a lot, just yelling at them.
Yeah.
It was like every snarky, funny thing you could think about any of the races that were there all at once. It's like all the things you could never say on the Next Generation. He said in the span of 20 seconds.
Your drunk uncle.
I like this thing, the little cutout behind him.
Yeah.
Did you guys see that? Notice that little cutout behind him that had Kirk and Spock?
Yes.
Down to the ears?
No.
Yes.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Is that a Horta on the floor too, underneath them? Is that what that is? That's supposed to be Mr. Pizza the Hut? Go back and look at it. I bet you that's what it is. It's a Horta.
Yeah. I need to go back.
I know they had the thing from Reza that
they had a totem.
Or
did they have a totem somewhere?
Totem. Yeah.
The Horgon.
The Horgon, yeah.
Yeah. They had that thing for sure.
Yeah. That's funny.
Which ship is this that they have a model of?
Stargazer.
Is that the Stargazer? Okay.
Kind of looks like it to me.
Yeah.
And yeah, I loved how you went up to the Move Along Home guys and said,
Yeah. Stop putting people in games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Playing,
Nobody wants to be put in a game.
Yeah, that's great.
No. For some
That
reason,
was pretty good.
I've probably seen that one the most.
Move Along Home.
I don't know
really?
how I saw that one. For some reason, I always caught that on repeat.
Huh.
Oh, that's no good.
I don't know how I did.
Yeah, you poor guy.
I do want to go back now and watch all the Kai Wynn episodes now. I really do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, episode said earlier, she's the Joffrey of Star Trek. Like, you hate her so much that, and then her and Ducat got together. And,
so awful.
It was kind of gross.
She had no idea who it was. Oh, it was so cringy watching it, but yet so good. I mean,
yes.
What would
that was a very Game of Thrones. What'd you say?
I said, what would that child?
What a child looked like.
I will say this.
Well, it looked like the child about Nor when all of a sudden it was supposed to be Bajoran, but somehow it had Ducats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say this about Kai Wynn and Gul Dukat, getting together. One time as growing up, I walked in on my parents, and that was less awkward than Kai Wynn and Gul Dukat.
Were they eating?
Oh man!
Yikes! Yikes!
And I didn't say anything else about it.
Cujo says, "And there goes my breakfast."
Yikes!
You're welcome.
We're here for the people, as Daniel says.
We are here for the people.
Oh Lord! I think I've laughed more during this episode of Trekcast than I have in a long time.
There you go.
Man.
Well, awesome. Chazby, anything else you want to say?
Has checked out Andor yet?
I have not.
Star Wars show.
No, I don't have Disney Plus at the moment.
It's a slow burn they have out right now, but it's actually pretty good. It's kind of it's almost like a spy, not traditional Star Wars. It's really weird. It's very adult. It's very strange.
Yeah.
So
it's good. It's good. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Check it out.
I like it better than Kenobi because they didn't use the volume, locations, and sets. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, they shot a lot on location.
Looked like a stage, and it didn't look right. So, and some other stuff. So it actually looks like movie quality. It's really good. So.
Well, I'll have to watch
I don't know, man. Between the Mandalorian and Andor, man, Los Latinos are taking over Star Wars.
I know, man. I was like,
I'm excited about that.
Chile and Mexico.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
That's okay. That's okay.
We've already had Danny Trejo on there, so.
Oh man, if you get Trejo, well, no, yeah, Trejo was.
He's already been there. Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Man.
That's
the.
Right.
Who else do you guys need?
Stamp of approval.
Guys, I'm so I'm gonna have to jet out.
Yep, you're at your hard stop.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm at my hard stop.
All right, thanks, Dan.
Thanks, and
get a picture of that up on the Facebook group. Yeah,
I'll get a picture of it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that. All right, fellas.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Next
time.
Thanks, man.
Bye.
See you, Dan.
Like communications are coming in, and they're talking to Kirk. The Genesis device. What's his wife on there? His
Carol
lady,
Marcus.
Marcus is talking to him, and you see the communications all cutting out.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah.
Then
it's the dry erase board at that point. Yeah.
Yes, that's what Dan needs. He needs that icon. So every time he cuts out, that
absolutely. All right.
All right, cool, man. Thanks.
Well,
Thanks, Chaz.
Cool. Thank you, Chaz.
Anybody
All
else
right.
want to X up and come on the show this morning?
Doesn't look like it. They've had their
Okay.
chance, so.
All right.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Anything else that we need to bring up today? We've gone through the sponsor. We've gone through.
Yep. We had our ad break. We said the phone number for voicemails. You got to have your voicemails coming in, guys. Trying to think of what else that's still on the table. That's probably about it. Remember to go over to Toynk.
I think that's it. That's
TOYNK.com,
right.
where fandom lives. Of course, buy 3 get 1 free on drinkware, kitchenware, puzzles, pins, and more. Plus, mix and match. Free pin for $50 or more on your purchase. Free shipping anywhere in the contiguous United States. I guess that doesn't mean Canada. I don't know. Let's see. We'll see. The new podcast for Daniel. Yep, Movie Leftovers. Make sure you go and visit that.
Leftovers.
Yep. So go look for that.
And again, you'll get a preview episode in the Trekcast feed later this week, and then new shows will be dropping on Thursdays on the Movie Leftovers feed. Oh, Cujo says boo. Buddy, I'll still be here.
Yeah, I think that's what he's booing about. Oh no.
Yeah.
Nah.
No.
We're going stronger than ever
I
here
run
on
too much
Trekcast.
of Trekcast to leave now.
Yeah, exactly. You do everything on your end.
Yeah.
It's great, ladies and gentlemen. Dan and I just show up.
Yeah. I do a lot of prep work for this now. It's crazy.
You do. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So
awesome. Oh, that's cool. Chesma says he will have a listen.
Yep.
Yeah. So cool. All right. Well, I guess that wraps it up for this show.
Yep. Sounds good.
Thanks everybody for listening, and we'll see you next week.
Yep. See you guys. Thanks.